The capital of Oman nestles comfortably between the mountains and the sea, welcoming travellers and seafarers as it has done for centuries.
No need for showy glass skyscrapers here. This definitely isn't Dubai. This is Muscat.
Coming up, we'll look at the history, the beaches, magnificent mosques and opulent palaces. We'll also play music, visit the National Museum and check out the delights of the Muttrah corniche and of course do a little shopping in the souks.
The capital of Oman is in reality a string of different towns and neighbourhoods, all with different characters. But it all started here, in Old Muscat, a tiny port that until modern times had changed very little in around 1,000 years.
With its natural harbour and coveted position on the trading routes between the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Gulf, Muscat attracted the Portuguese, and the various forts that dot the hills around Muscat date from the 17th century.
Muscat was a prize to be well defended. In fact, it wasn't until 1927 that they finally built a road through the mountains to connect it to the rest of the country.
Remarkably, until the 1950s, the gates of Muscat would close every night 3 hours after dusk.
Old Muscat is now well away from the business and commerce that drives this city, but it is still the seat of power and the location of the Sultan's most famous and most photographed ceremonial palace. The pace of change has been rapid here. In my lifetime, Old Muscat has gone from being a gated, crowded, almost medieval community to a place of palaces and administration. Almost all of the old residential buildings have been torn down, and very few people actually live here now.
The National Museum in Old Muscat provides a well-curated journey through Oman's seafaring heritage, distinctive forts, and the entirety of its rich culture up to the present day. It's well worth a visit.
By the way, the name Muscat means falling. It's thought that this refers to the dropping of anchors, rather than falling off a cliff. Makes more sense. Among the rocky bays and coves south of Old Muscat, you'll find a number of 5-star hotels with private beaches. But interspersed with all this development and exclusivity, you can still find authentic fishing villages. This is Cantab, only a few minutes drive south of the palace at Muscat.
From here, Greater Muscat now spreads west along the coast for over 70 kilometres, with a population that exceeds 1.7 million. A short drive west brings you to Muttrah, the most vibrant district of the capital. This used to be the most important port in the country and the centre of commerce. In the souk, traders would exchange dates and other Omani goods arriving on camel trains from the desert for silk and spices, and later domestic goods arriving by sea. In fact, you would have seen camels unloading here until the 1960s. The local name is the Market of Darkness, harking back to a pre-electricity age, when navigating the passageways was a far more difficult undertaking. There is still a large fish market here as well, selling an abundant catch of tuna and grouper, and the old souk now spreads out in all directions, tempting passers-by with smoking frankincense.
Something Omani tea from here. This is black tea.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is very nice. This is mixed with jasmine and something fruit. And this one is green tea. And this is the red tea. Chocolate date with almond and camel milk chocolate. And this is chocolate. It looks like a stone, but this is chocolate. Want to try?
Do you make chocolate in Oman?
Yeah, you can try.
It's okay?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, look at that.
So,
Right. Very good.
The modern shopping malls in the capital are also rich with Omani delights.
Charcoal, and frankincense, and oud number one. Sector.
Oh, very nice. That is very nice. Very good. Gosh, that oud is great. Wow.
The corniche is incredibly photogenic, with latticed balconies and the blue-tiled mosque, and it's particularly popular in the evening.
If you like fresh fruit juice or smoothies, then this is absolute paradise.
Ruwi is the finance and business district. It's quiet on the streets during the day, with all the action being in the offices.
The Sheraton has been a Muscat landmark since the 1980s. It was the tallest building in the city, and according to many reports, although I'm not sure I believe it, it still is.
Ruwi only really comes to life at night, and the bustling streets of the souk are the place in the capital to go looking for everything shiny, particularly gold. The Royal Opera House was built under the orders of Sultan Qaboos. Made from locally sourced limestone, the architectural style is contemporary Omani.
The performer for the opening night was none other than Placido Domingo, a knight fit for a sultan.
Adjacent to the Opera House is a hands-on museum that you must visit if you have any interest at all in the mechanics and dynamics of the music of the Middle East. Further west from the Opera House, you can't miss Muscat's most impressive building, the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. The mosque was completed in 2001 and has 4 corner minarets standing 45 metres high and one central minaret that towers over everything at 91 metres in height.
It's a magnificent building, but if you're a tourist thinking of visiting, then unfortunately the opening hours are very short indeed. Al Qurm is one of the most prestigious neighbourhoods in Muscat, and it's not hard to see why.
There are many 5-star hotels in Muscat, but very few can beat the views of the Crown Plaza and its private beach. We loved every minute of our stay here.
But before we go any further, Happy National Day! 53 years of the modern Omani nation, and it's been quite a journey. It's been 11 years since my last visit to Muscat, and I'm pleased to say that very little has changed. Of course, it's grown, but it's still enormously friendly and gorgeously photogenic. I've been to most of the major cities on the Arabian Peninsula, and if I had to choose one to live, then it would be Muscat. Every time. If you've enjoyed this short film, then please subscribe and click notifications, and I'll see you again on another journey.